What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. We're just gonna go ahead and get right into the news. Just let me know where you guys are from in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? I was sitting there trying to get some work done, do my homework, and then my boy sends me this little clip of Wendy Williams from today. You know, when I first get up in the mornings, I basically on a Monday out, I rewatch the episode, I get my video done, and I get to getting on with everything else that I got to do. Thank you guys for jumping into the chat and let me know where you're from. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into the news. I'm not even gonna waste y'all's time. So listen, y'all know this past weekend, Nene Leakes was planning to do her live Instagram story with, her IG live with Kim Zolciak, right? Now, that live didn't go too well on Friday nights. I felt like nobody's lives was going well on Friday night because everybody was on Instagram and everybody was trying to, have their little fun and do what they needed to do with everybody else and go live. So that live didn't work for whatever reason, right? Okay, cool. The live didn't go well. That didn't stop Nene from, still trying to have conversations with a couple of people. And she was also able to get it done on Saturday night. So we talked about that in today's video. If you haven't seen today's video, go check that out after you guys watch this. We do recap a lot of the news surrounding the episodes as well. So just check for that. And then we recap the episode after the news. Now, let me get to the Wendy part, right? So Wendy Williams hop up on her show today, okay? And she basically went off on Miss Nene Leakes, okay? She went off on Nene Leakes for apparently, what does it say? Ambushing her and asking her to film for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? Now, this is the headline. I'm going to go ahead and read y'all the story. Wendy Williams returned to TV on this morning, April the 6th, with a sizzling new subjects from her house, new sizzling subjects from her house. She revealed that she hung up on Nene Leakes throughout a phone call that turned uncomfortable on Friday after Nene blindsided her with Real Housewives of Atlanta cameras, okay? Now, the story goes that she seems to be on the outs with Nene, and she spent most of Monday morning venting about a telephone call with the Real Housewives of Atlanta star, okay? Now, Wendy mentioned that she hadn't heard from Nene since she hung up on her this past weekend after Nene referred to her as her guest on speakerphone without warning because the Real Housewives of Atlanta cameras had been rolling. Now, I don't think that the cameras were rolling at any point in time because from what I could see, she was just on IG Live. I don't really know where Wendy got that she was filming for the show from, because at the end of the day, the show is not filming right now because we are all on the quarantine, okay? Nene was on IG Live, and it's not a shock that Nene would have asked her to try to get on a live. But Wendy was basically uncomfortable with the notion that Wendy would call her and not tell her that she was on FaceTime, okay? So y'all know, okay, so let me give you the example. This is the example. Have y'all ever had somebody call you and they FaceTime you, but I feel like this. You need to ask me for my permission before you just FaceTime me, right? That's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comment section below. Would you call somebody without telling them first that you were going to FaceTime them? I would never do that. That's just me. And when somebody FaceTimes me out of the blue, I typically don't answer the call. So at the end of the day, Wendy, you don't have to answer the call if somebody FaceTimes you out the blue, especially if you're sitting in your house on a Friday night with nothing to do, okay? If you don't want to be seen or talk to somebody, just don't pick up the phone. At the end of the day, don't pick up the phone. And why would you think that the cameras were rolling? Wasn't no camera rolling. That was Nene on her Instagram Live. You can simply decline the FaceTime call. Hello? Decline the FaceTime. People decline FaceTime all the time. So here's the thing. So Wendy Williams, she proceeded. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. She was like, if you saw it, I'm going to leave it in the description below once I get off this live. I'm not going to hold y'all long. I'm going to tell you the story and then I'm going to go because I need to eat, okay? But she actually sounded like she was legit upset, and she was talking to Norman throughout this entire exchange, okay? Now, she said, on Friday night, I used to be in the home minding my very own business. My telephone rang shortly after 10 o'clock, and it's Nene. She says, hello, Nene. Why are you screaming? Why are we on speaker telephone? Your home is sufficiently big. What are you doing? Okay, so she said, Nene, why are you talking so loud? I'm right here with, see, and then Nene said, I'm right here with all my folks. Now, Wendy mentioned that she heard a bunch of individuals in the background. Earlier, she claimed that Nene talked about FaceTime calling her. And that's when Wendy turned and informed her showrunner, Norman, that she isn't a fan of FaceTime. Okay. She says, if I don't do it with my very own mother and father or present, why would I be doing it with somebody over there? I like Nene, however, she's an over there person to me. Meaning, okay, she says she's an over there person. To me, that screams, you are not my real friend. Okay? What does it say to you? If they're supposed, like literally, she's been on this show talking about how they're such good friends, but now you're calling her an over there person. Does that mean that she is somebody who is just over there on the fringes of your life in terms of friendship, or is she like a legit real friend? Because otherwise, let's not try to make it seem like y'all so cool and buddy if she's actually just an over there person. Or does Wendy mean that she's a television personality and thus she has to remain over there? Okay, let me know. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think. And so then Wendy says, actually, right here's the place that the ambush got in here. She says that Nene said, Wendy, look, and she was in hair, makeup, and wardrobe with all of her folks. And she said, we're filming, and I would like for you to be on the speaker. She said, Nene, I did that for you as a favor, okay, when she was recalling her Real Housewives of Atlanta appearance. So she's basically letting us know that Nene asked her to film with her for Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says, I did that for you one time. You requested me to. I made it very clear that I'm not a housewife. Sorry, my profession is completely different than being a housewife. I don't want that sort of association. And quite frankly, then I hung up on her. And I mentioned, what did she say? Apparently, she didn't apologize to her. So here's my thing. She went on to continue talking about how she was not a housewife, how she was not going to be slumming it as a housewife. And this is, the way she was ranting and raving in this whole situation was as though she was above the housewives, okay? And she's basically saying that she's been on her show for a number of years, right? She's been on her show for quite a number of years, 11 to be precise. And she was like, she can't be associated with that type of show. Now, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and say it like this. I was real shocked about this. Mainly because, you know, I see a lot of people are saying, I knew it was a fake friendship. And to me, I kind of feel like, I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up reading your comments. So what I don't understand is why all of a sudden does Nene calling her on FaceTime equate to her trying to get her on the Housewives show? At the end of the day, ultimately, Nene can't be filming a Housewives show. Now, what I will tell you guys is this, and I was going to save this for another video. Currently, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are filming confessionals in their home, but they are doing so in this same way, like via a Skype or via a Zoom. So there would be no reason for anyone to be in the home with the housewife in question, okay? Just so you guys can get an understanding of that. So she couldn't have been filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta because I doubt that there would have been a camera crew present there for her to be filming, because everybody is supposed to be, you know, social distancing and things, right? So for me, I just felt like she can't be filmed. You got to know she's not filming for Real Housewives of Atlanta. You're not even able to film your show right now. So why would she be able to film a reality show? Now, however, my question is this. If she's saying that Nene had a full team of people with her, what we did notice on Friday was Nene was definitely made up. But according to her, she has been taking makeup classes on the YouTube. Okay. So for me, I'm like, well, is this a situation where she had all these people at her house or something like that? Is like, what was really going on? Like, see, to me, Wendy, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna give you guys my real opinion on this situation with her, and I'm gonna keep it 100% G with y'all at this point in time. To me, I'm gonna have to question Wendy as a friend, and let me go ahead and tell you why. My problem is this. Again, a couple of things. If you know if you don't want to FaceTime, if you don't want to be on FaceTime with somebody, don't answer the phone. Number two, if the person has requested that they FaceTime you, just tell them, I don't like to be FaceTimed, or I don't want to I don't want to be on camera right now. It's 10 o'clock at night. Okay. So I just read a real crazy question on this. Anyway, so for me, I'm like, I'm trying to understand why. If I have an argument with a friend of mine, y'all, guess who will never know? Y'all, because at the end of the day, I kind of feel like that would be throwing my friend under the bus, and I would never put my friend in a position to embarrass them because for what? Like, for real, Wendy, if you don't want to be a housewife, then stop telling us about your personal life like that. Okay, stop telling us about the arguments and incidences that you have with your friends. Stop telling us when your friends text you that they quit. Okay, and then you telling us all the business. At the end of the day, that ain't cool. That ain't cool, Wendy. Like, why are we doing that? Why do we need to know about this situation with you? At the end of the day, if anybody who watched the live know, Nene was trying to get on the phone with several of her friends that she knows. Why? For the entertainment value of it all, for the idea of keeping people entertained while we are all going through this hard time, something that Wendy was failing to do during these past 2 weeks. No offense. Nene was doing the job that Wendy should have been doing, which is being on TV. However she can do so, if she was feeling up to it. That's what I will say. Because right now, you never know if somebody's sick or not. So at the end of the day, for me, I feel like Nene was in this situation. Was she right to necessarily call her and have a group of people around her? Not really. But ultimately, you can always simply just say no. You know what? No, that's not for me. Let's talk tomorrow. And if she's calling you at 10 o'clock p.m. on a Friday night, the first thing you should, if you're going to answer the phone and you don't really talk to her like that, if she's an over there person, the way you call her, why are you even answering the phone on a Friday night? If she's just an over there person, why are you allowing her to post you on her Instagram? If she's just an over there person, you definitely don't mind getting the extra attention out of these friendships with the Black Chinas, with the Kardashians, and with everybody else. Listen, I'm not an anti-Wendy. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm not anti-Wendy, but I'm pro-adult. I am pro-adult in this situation. Let's be an adult about this. If a friend called me on a Friday night and I don't want to answer the phone, guess who's not answering the phone? Me. Okay, if I want to have my me time, guess what? Y'all see this phone right here? I'm turning it upside down. And that's facts. Now, again, if she doesn't appreciate being called after 10 p.m., then she needs to set up her boundaries with her friend. But we didn't need to know that, because now every news outlet, watch. Once y'all get off of this live, I want y'all to Google Nene Leakes and Wendy Williams and tell me what you see. And tell me what kind of friend she's going to be looking like then. Because now what you have done is, whether or not you were doing it for, to get some extra eyes on the show since you back, I don't really know what the case is, but whatever the case may be at this point in time, you have just yet again thrown your friend under the bus. Simone says it's already out there. It's already out there. Again, I will put the link to the video in the description of this video in case you guys haven't seen it. Cesar Ramos says that Wendy's on right now. Sorry. So you make a very good point here. Wendy does not need Nene. No, she doesn't. Absolutely not. Which is why this is so shocking to me. Which is why this whole thing is so shocking to me. Wendy does not need Nene. Wendy does not need any other celebrity to be friends with, to be cool with. She really doesn't. Her doing her job is what allows her to be successful. And in her doing her job, it is probably a good point to listen. If you cannot separate your friendships from your job, then it's probably not a good fit for you to continue to fraternize with these celebrities. Bottom line, because now everybody is going to look at you like, oh, she don't. Yep. Boom. I told you, Google it. I am not a housewife. Wendy Williams slams ex-BFF Nene Leakes for demanding she appear on Real Housewives of Atlanta again, and then rips reality TV as slumming. Told y'all, I'm not slumming it with you. Okay? I am not slumming it with you, is what she said. You can hear, she uses those words in the video. So, for me, I don't. Let me ask you guys this one question before we jump off of here. Is Wendy Williams anybody's friend in the business? You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like I could do what I do right now, because for me, when I'm talking about these stories, I'm just trying to give y'all the news, and I give you my opinion based on the situation at hand, right? So for me, when I do run into some of these people, sometimes they can laugh and kiki with me, and we can joke because they know I'm not coming from a malicious place. So I can have somebody on speed dial be texting with somebody, but never spilled their actual personal business. I would never tell everybody what the conversation was in the text message. That is absolutely crazy. And to me, I don't understand why Wendy Williams keeps doing this. Is it for ratings? Is it for views? What is it for? How is it that you would just all of a sudden decide that you want to get on the national television and throw your good Judy under the bus? I don't understand it. Okay? I don't understand it. Ooh. She befriended people to get in a person's business. That's so shady right there. Okay. I just wanted to come on here and jump on and let you and really I wanted to express my rage about this situation. How dare you say you're not slumming it with the reality stars? These are the people that actually, for real, to be quite honest with you, the reality TV game is what keeps a lot of news and entertainment shows moving, okay? Let's be real. Let's be real about it. So at the end of the day, it's like, not only are you slamming a friend of yours, you are slamming an entire genre of television. You're also slamming the very people and the names that are actually helping you make headlines each and every day when people watch your show. Granted, Wendy is an enterprise Wendy is, listen, she's one of the greatest to ever do it. But something is going on these days with her that I just am not gelling with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know, again, I'm not saying that Nene's right for calling her and then having her on speakerphone like that. At the end of the day, though, it's like it's up to me whether or not I want to be on camera. And if she would have called me in the set and say that, then I would just be like, no, not tonight, boo. I'm not even dressed for it. I'm just chilling. You know, catch me later. You know, we'll do it another time or something like that. Unless Wendy just feel like she's being used. And she don't really care no more. If she feel like that and she don't care no more, then I would just happen for me. If I were Nene in that situation, I would just have to be like, yo, I can't roll with you no more. That's it. Our friendship is done. To me, that's crossing a boundary. It's one thing when you did it the first time and you said you told the world that I said that I quit, which was a text message that was probably meant for you in private. I don't know, but the second time, this is the second time you're doing this in the same year, okay? And not only that, but you are revealing intimate details about not only what the show, how I got you on the show or how I asked for you to be on the show, but you're also telling the world that you hung up on me and expressing how your anger about the situation versus calling me or texting me and laying me out. You're laying me out in public. So now I can't even come back from this. From me, I can't roll with you like that no more. Boom. That's it. So I can't even speak on this no more. You're right. Something is just not adding up. Maybe Nene didn't realize they aren't friends. I think that's probably the case. Yeah, you're right, Elle. I get that she continues to ask people why they do reality TV shows. And at the end of the day, I don't think that these people who do reality TV shows are slumming it. I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of people to have a career resurgence or to get discovered. You know, we discovered Nene Leakes from her doing reality TV. And since then, she's gone on to do some amazing things. Kandi had a career resurgence from doing reality TV, and now she's doing even bigger things than when she was actually in Escape. Lisa Rinna has a resurgence with doing reality TV. She's been somebody who has been working in the game, but reality TV has definitely taken her to the next level. Garcelle is someone who, interestingly enough, was still getting the work, but has added Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as an added extra because honestly, these reality shows can be the best commercials for your business enterprise, and it will allow you to get further and further in your career. Next example, me personally, I did a reality TV show on Bravo, and it was definitely a big help to my own career because it allowed more people to get eyes on me. Thankfully, the show that I was on painted me in a positive light. So at this point in time, I'm able to now network and do bigger things because of that. So I get that she may have the opinion that people are slumming it when they do reality TV, but the times have changed from when you were just doing radio to then going to television. The times have definitely changed. Okay. So, you know, it used to be you go to school, you study this for radio, then you go do radio in several different markets across the country. And then hopefully at some point in time, if you even want to get there, you get to TV. Cardi B, somebody else mentioned Discovery. Listen, she had been doing her thing, but reality TV allowed us to see her personality and exposed her to a bigger market. And then she became a bona fide star. And then she left reality TV right on time for her. So for me, it's like when people say, I love a smart mom. So when people say that Autumn, I'm going to put the link in the description below. Give me 1 second once I jump off of here. So when people say stuff like that, it just really sounds, to me, it always sounds ignorant. How do you have a guest come into your studio and then you disrespect the line of work that actually brought them to the studio? To me, that makes absolutely no sense. And I'm of the frame of mind that when you have a guest on your show, you can be real direct with them. You can ask them direct questions. You can even tell them that you don't agree with stuff, but to disgrace their occupation, that to me is just whack. You know what I'm saying? It's whack. So, you know, for me, there's so many issues that I have with this whole situation, and we could go down an entire list. And this is the other thing. This is my last little thing. You know, it's disappointing to me because I used to be, having worked in news, I can still kind of pop in and out of, you know, news shows and stuff like that when I get ready. She was one of the people that I wanted so badly to get on her show. And I used to want to be one of those people that she would sit and have roundtable discussions with. But it's so many little things that I see that happen with her, you know, over the course of time that just disappoint me. You know what I'm saying? And to me, for me, this is really what disappoints me. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that really, really disappoints me. And I don't know what's going on with her lately. And I don't understand why she's, you know, sort of disrespecting so many groups of people all at one time. But I think for me, you know, what I'm discovering is that she's just not the person that I wanted in my mind that I thought she was going to turn out to be. And I think that's where I'm at, you know. This is just a fun fact. I used to say that I wanted to be the Black Andy Cohen. Like, I literally used to say that. But I mean, now I'm literally happy just talking with y'all, like literally chatting it up with y'all. I get more fulfillment out of doing this than I did doing news. So anyway, you know, this is just, I don't take this as me downing Wendy Williams. I'm not trying to do that. I am just someone who really wants her to do better, and I want her to I just want her, I expect more from her. That's just where I'm at. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this whole situation. Again, once I get off this live, I will put the clip in the description in the description down below. I'll take it from I think the On-Site Instagram account has it up already. So if you guys follow On-Site on Instagram, I think that's RHOA Ali's Instagram or podcast. I will put that link down in the description down below so you guys can watch it for yourself for those who haven't seen it yet. And then we will actually see what Wendy does as this continues to make headlines. And I want to see what Nene has to say about it in response, because this should get very interesting. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't done so already, hit the notification bell button and sign up to my texting community, because I could also get you guys great information via text as well. Make sure you guys stay safe out there. Know that I love you guys. If you haven't heard anybody else say that to you today, I love you guys. And I thank you guys for stopping by this channel, taking your time out to comment. I really, really appreciate that. You guys could be doing anything else right now, but you chose to be here with me. And I really, really appreciate it. So that's all I got to say. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.